HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we're continuing with the Siman Resh Nun. We're talking about the preparations for the Seudot of Shabbat. Yesterday we mentioned the entire purpose or the importance of always mentioning that everything that we're doing for the preparations is always going to be Lichvot Shabbat Kodesh. Here the Mishabra brings down the difference between Shammai HaZaken and Hillel HaZaken. Shammai HaZaken, what was he used to do? He used to always come, and every single day he used to eat Lichvot Shabbat, which means he used to come and purchase, right, different types of foods or different types of things. And then every single time, if he found a nicer one, he left that one for Shabbat, and he had the other one for today. But Hillel HaZaken used to do Baruch Hashem Yom Yom. He used to just wait until the last minute, and then that's when he used to actually come and actually just used to buy, which means that he wasn't actually coming and as if to say buying for today. If today's better, I'm going to leave this one for Shabbat. The other one is the worst, so I'm going to eat that one there. He wouldn't do that. He would actually just come. And therefore, that's what he's saying over here. Gam Hillel modeh that in Divrei Bet Shammai it's better, which means that right now it's actually incredible that if a person would actually come and try to start purchasing things in order that it should always be a beautiful concept that he's getting all the other bitachon, then you could do like Hillel. But if he's not as strong as a Bala Bitachon, so then, as the Mishnah brings down, it's actually much better to do like Bet Shammai. The last halacha is that it's going to be a mitzvah to taste the food on Erev Shabbat in order to make sure that it's actually going to be good. Now, that's not a necessity that everybody, all of a sudden everyone becomes a mitzvah that they have to taste the food. No, it's a mitzvah that one person will come and he'll taste the food on Erev Shabbat to make sure that it's got enough salt or it's got enough of all the spices and so on and so forth. And if you're actually tasting it, since you're only tasting just to know if it has enough salt or not, so therefore you do not make a bracha. But Maran brings down in Shulchan Aruch that if you're just going to come and eat less than a kazait, and the entire purpose here is that you're not trying to come and benefit from it, you're just tasting to see if it has or not, so therefore you do not make a bracha. And therefore this year, for example, when Asra B'Tevet came out on Erev Shabbat, according to the Sfaradim, what they were allowed to do was they were also allowed to taste the food, but they had to spit it out, which means they're not allowed to swallow it. They would be allowed to actually taste it with, again, we're doing it without a bracha, and then they would be able to spit it out, and according to Ashkenazim, they wouldn't taste it whatsoever. So again, these are just the halachot, two different halachot. First of all, that a person should always try to make sure that he's going to have the best for Shabbat, and number two, there's a mitzvah to taste the food on Erev Shabbat as well.